What do you think then, Tony?
It was chaotic and crazy, but yeah, it was entertaining. Yeah, it's really good.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, when you watched it, do you remember anything else at all from the show or anything?
I just remember loads of clips from like seeing. I don't remember much of the animated stuff, to be honest. More of like seeing the live action stuff of them and them doing crazy stuff. But no, not much else, to be honest. I remember Only Plays once spoke about a clip from it. Where it sounds like Mario is swearing at Luigi. But yeah, that's the only thing I ever remember. I don't know if you've seen that clip.
I've never seen that clip, but
I think he's. I don't know if I can find it, but it sounds. He's meant to be saying, "Well, thank you, Luigi," or something like that. But it says,
he says, "Well, fuck you, Luigi."
Yeah. Well, fuck you, Luigi. That's what it sounds like. Let's see if I can find it. But yeah, no. How long did it go for? You said?
Just over a year, I believe. It was really popular and stuff. And then on a Friday, they had Zelda, the cartoon for Zelda, because it would have the animation. They would have the live action throughout all the episodes from Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
But then on Friday, they would take you to Zelda, and I'm also sure as well they had Captain N at the same time because Mother Brain was also the voice of Audrey 2, the Shop of Horrors.
Oh, really? Yeah. Mother Brain looked creepy as hell in that show.
Yeah, she did, didn't she? It was kind of like the face and lips and everything was weird.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
And then you had her minions were really fat guy from Punch Out and on the enemy.
Oh, wasn't it like Hippo Joe or something is his name?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Or Hippo something. I don't know. Yeah.
You had with Captain N, you had some princess who wasn't from anything. Then you had Simon Belmont, Mega Man, and Kid Icarus. And Mega Man sounded so fucking weird. It sounded like he was a smoker. Same with Toad. And you hear the voices now. Those voices are nothing compared to the Super Brothers Super Show.
Can imagine. Yeah, everyone was smoking back then, Mark.
Well, weren't they, man? More like, especially in wrestling as well. Them doing the weed.
Oh, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, like, you see the promos, like, you can definitely tell they smoked a bit of that weed. Or crack, or whatever they did.
Doing all that meth.
I mentioned this, Tony, about Gary that we work with has asked me to get you to do, which I'll do another day, you to do more of the promos, because I put up because it was on this day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, on our Facebook page to do a Scott Steiner's Mass promo, and I included that because I loved it. It was one of my favourite promos ever, and he did it justice too. And he was like, "Yeah, we get to do more." And then we did the cockpit, and I'd love to see this go like.
I need to.
Hogan, I think that'll be hilarious.
I think I need to work on my voice acting skills and get better at it. I think I'll do good. I'll try and do it justice.
And there are so many great promos I love to see you do, Tony. I think it'll be hilarious.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah, like you should do the fat asses one from.
Oh god, yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, other wrestlers, even a Lou Albano one. We can even do a Mario one too, and be like to Lou as Mario,
Yeah. Oh man, the cat is now sat on my keyboard in front of me, and she's trying to steal treats. Luckily, I've turned off the keyboard, so it's not too bad. Sorry.
How is Harry anyway? She all right?
Yeah, she's all good.
That's cool, my man. That's
she's
cool.
Bored. But yeah, I found the clip. I think I'll go send it to you, so we could talk more about this. Let me watch it first, see if it's the right one.
Of course, man. I'm up for that.
See what you say.
Time for a new day. But as we always say, neatness counts.
That's right, Mario. And by the way, a little piece of spaghetti on your overalls.
Talking about spaghetti.
You, Luigi. And you have a little spaghetti on...
Always go, powder cake, pasta, man. Make me a pasta as quick as you can. They always are talking about pasta and spaghetti and stuff.
Oh, really?
And the cool thing about the show as well, Tony, that a lot of the episodes are based on like famous movies and stuff. Like there's one based on Star Wars, one based on other crap. It's like Red Riding Hood. It was like, yeah.
What's this one, sorry?
On the Super Show, they HD episodes when it's the cartoon are like based on different films. And there's one there,
okay.
Jones, and there's a really weird one where you have Indiana Jones doesn't have a face. He's an anime.
Okay.
Weird.
That sounds very strange. Yeah.
Just watching it now.
as we always say, neatness counts.
That's right, Mario. And by the way, a little piece of spaghetti on your overalls.
Oh, fuck you, Luigi.
That's brilliant, man. I also love as well the canned laughter.
Yeah, he can't beat a bit of canned laughter. It's really. Do you know what's really weird is when they used canned laughter in bloody animation, like Scooby Doo. Like, it's so bizarre. Yeah, it's interesting though, I guess.
Because I remember we used to do it on Top Cat as well. I was like, why is there this random laugh? I was like, oh, it's cat.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah, but also as well, I love it where it's literally, even though he's playing Mario, you can so tell it's Captain Lou because his voice is so iconic that you can just tell his voice. And
tell who he is. Yeah. So how long did he wrestle for them?
Many years, but he was more known as a manager. And then back in '85, they had the
you said manager. Sorry,
wrestling thing with Cyndi Lauper. That's right, buddy. And he did a lot of stuff with them, which is why she appeared on the show as well. But they kept Cyndi Lauper on the show, and at that time, I think she was still really popular. Her popularity wasn't as big as it was, but the fact they had Cyndi Lauper on the show was fantastic.
Yeah, fair enough. Sure. Well, you looking for something?
I am, yes.
Now I've just got the Mario theme stuck in my head forever.
Okay, so they've had Lou Albano, looking at the guests on the show that you might have heard of. Elvira's been on the show. You know, Elvira, she's a very famous actress who played a sort of like that gothic woman with the big tits.
Okay, I don't.
I'll send you a picture and you'll definitely recognise her. That's interesting. David Hollowitz is also on there. He's another wrestler. Ernie Hudson's appeared on it as well. Cindy Lauper. Bruce LaMarshall's on it as well as an Inspector Gadget. That's okay.
What? Okay, sure.
Sergeant Slaughter was on it. Howard Stevens, some guy who was as Elvis, and Roddy Piper for some of the people on it. So yeah,
nice. So there are quite a few people on.
Man, they had a lot of people on it. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. So why did they? So did they stop it? Like when? Why did they stop it? Did they stop it because he passed away, or was it long before that?
That was long before that. I'm guessing they stopped it because they had Mario Brothers 3 out and they had made a cartoon based on that game instead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough.
The cool thing about the show as well, that as you notice in that clip and in the intro, they use like sounds and like bits from the games as well. So whenever they jump, you hear the jumping.
Oh, yeah.
Use. When they get the powers, they go do-do-do-do-do-do. And then you have him fire, and he hits the brum 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 from the games too. So it's really cool.
No, it's good. I like that because it's like heavily based on a video game. That they didn't shy away from the stuff that made the game great and didn't like try to hide the fact that it's a video game. I guess, and they used the sound effects and stuff. That's good.
That's what that show and Zelda did, and other ones did. Sonic didn't really use the sounds, but the Mario Brothers cartoons definitely did.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah.
I'll just send you a link, Tony. That's a Google search. If you click on that link, it shows you what she looks like, Elvira.
And she's okay. Yeah, she looks familiar.
A very, very famous actress. It was a bit like Morticia Addams, but not like Morticia Addams. It was kind of that weird kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, she looks familiar. So, yeah.
It's quite cool, actually, to see just how, I guess, popular the Nintendo thing, but also with the wrestling connection, they had a lot of the wrestlers on it too. So
yeah, how did that come about? Do you know? Did it just?
I'm guessing because Lou Albano was a wrestler, and obviously they wanted to have guest stars, and he was probably like, "Do you want to be on this show?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure thing. We might as well."
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like it's not what you know, it's he know, isn't it? Kind of thing too.
Yeah. Get all their friends on the show.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, is it one of those things that you would go out and watch more of it just to see what it's like with the live action as well as the cartoon itself? I mean, everyone knows Zelda with the "Hey, excuse me, princess."
Yeah, that's like really iconic. I probably would. Yeah, I mean, I've just like I said, I've seen clips here and there quite often, and just never got round to watching it. I guess, but yeah. I love Mario, so why not?
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the design of Mario being the red overalls compared to who would always have being is the blue overalls and stuff?
Wasn't it originally that way round though?
It was,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Then when you watch Free and World's cartoons, he was still in the red overalls.
Oh,
and
really?
They never changed it for some odd reason.
Oh,
So
that's strange.
the characters were based off the games, right? So that's why Princess Toadstool or Princess Peach looks weird compared to what normally would do.
Okay.
That's why she's got the brown hair, not the blonde hair, because obviously they couldn't do yellow at the time, and they took the designs from the games rather than actual design what they would be in the booklets kind of thing as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I wonder if they'd ever... Do you think they'd ever try and do a new TV show based on any of their stuff, Nintendo?
I reckon they would, because apparently they're making, with Illumination, a new Mario Brothers
film, yeah.
which they're in production. I think Zelda, if done right, could be a really good show. I think Metroid, if done right, could be very good as well.
Weren't they originally meant to be a Zelda TV show or Netflix series or something? Weren't they working on that?
There's been nothing about it since. I'm guessing it might be due to the virus or just everything in general. But I mean, look how good the Castlevania anime's been on Netflix. That was really, really good.
Yeah, I never got to watch that. So.
If you get, I've only watched the first season and a bit. I loved it. I thought it was great. It made Dracula more of a sympathetic character. And you understand why he's done what he did. But obviously, Dracula, so they have to kill him and stuff. But has really good actors in it. Has some really good voice acting. I think if done, but I think nowadays Nintendo, after what happened with the Mario Brothers movie, it would never want that to happen again.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you heard about it or not, but Bob Hoskins and can't remember the guy who plays Luigi, but they hated being on that set and hated doing the film so much they were used to get drunk during takes because it was that horrible.
Why did they hate it? What was it about it?
The directors weren't were just douchebags and changing the script every day and everything else was just the whole production. That movie was just so tailoredly done that, and obviously Nintendo kind of let someone else take the reins, and the directors were kind of like in charge. Producers just wasn't very good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was thought out or planned very well.
The fact that they had Bob Hoskins as well playing Mario was quite a big thing for the film as well.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, I remember the guy's name now. It's John Lozamo. Is that his name?
I don't know. They, I think Red Letter Media at one point were doing dinosaur films or something like that, or they were doing something, and then they showed the covers for Super Mario Bros. Film, and then they were all like, and then put it away, like chucked it away.
His name is John Leguizamo.
Okay.
Was Luigi in the film?
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
Hey, that was what helped them invent the Mario. Because obviously in the film they had to give them a surname, so that's why they were called, or now obviously known as Mario.
Yeah. Strange. Yeah.
If you get a chance to watch the film, Tony, I recommend it just to see just how bad it is.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah. Everything's really weird. The only thing they made look actually quite similar to the game were the Bob-Obs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Goombas were weird. She was weird.
Bowser was weird.
Bowser was weird. Just the whole film itself was just weird.
Yeah, it's strange. This is we've gone far off our original topic, but
right? What the podcast is about, boss.
Yeah, I know. But I feel bad. But what is your favourite video game film ever? Oh, he's gone silent. Are you there?
That's hard. If I had to choose one, I would probably say Mortal Kombat, because I thought it was actually quite well made and quite well done.
Who made the Mortal Kombat one? Was it Uwe Boll?
No, that would have been done by Paul W. Anderson.
What did Uwe Boll do?
It's Blood Rain and Dawn of the Dead or something weird, or Something of the Dead.
Films.
It was not House of the Dead. It was weird when we were inside a house, which is based on a video game that they haven't done anything of it since.
Oh, he did House of the Dead, yeah. He done Alone in the Dark.
Oh, that was the one, Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
The other movie that I loved, just because of Raul Julia himself, is Street Fighter.
Okay.
Favorite line in any video game film has to be, "You, that's the greatest day that." Well, no, sorry, I'll do the line again. Sorry. To you, the day that Bison graced your village was the greatest day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. In the scene, Chun-Li's telling him, like, you killed my dad, that's why I hate you and stuff. And he was like, I don't remember. I was like, what do you remember? And he was like, yeah. Raul Jr. is awesome in that film. I love him. He's so good.
That reminds me of the... saying that she's saying, like, I don't remember. It just reminds me of the Thanos thing. Like, when Scarlet Witch is like, you took everything from me or something, right? And he's like, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I don't know what my favourite video game film is. There's a lot. I mean, a lot of crappy, right? But
yeah.
I really like the Silent Hill film, the first one.
I haven't seen that one. I've heard very good things about that film.
Yeah,
it was shit.
I didn't watch the second one or any. Yeah, but the first one, like, it has the feel of the game, like, down. Like, really has it down, like the camera angles and the weird imagery. It was really cool. I don't know what other ones. I haven't seen, like, the Assassin's Creed film. I don't know if that was meant to be good.
I haven't seen a film either, but
I really loved the games. So.
Yeah, it was kind of. It felt like, from my story, it felt like it was too much in modern day and not enough in the Assassin's time. So
see, I'm one of those weird people that I like the modern day stuff, but I like sci-fi, so I don't know. I never like the modern day gameplay wasn't great, but I kind of just liked the story of it, and how it connected to the past, but. Yeah, I don't think that should have been the focus of it, really. But...
The other reason I want to watch it if I get a chance is because I like him a lot. I like
Fassbender a lot, yeah.
Did you ever see Macbeth with him and the woman who was also in the film, Marion Cotillard? Is that her name?
I don't know.
She was Talia al Ghul in Night Rises.
Oh, I don't remember, yeah.
And she's also in this film too, so...
Oh, okay. No, I've seen that. No. Yeah. No, I've not seen that or heard about it, to be honest.
Seen Sonic yet, Tony? Because that was a really good film, but I felt like the reason why it wouldn't be one of my favourites is because I felt like they could have added more from the games in it.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't get around to watching it. I kind of did want to see it because I heard like it's pretty decent. So,
man, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. And
a solid 6 out of 100.
It wasn't atrocious, but it wasn't the best film I've ever seen. Jim Carrey was very, very good in it. I like the way they did Sonic. The cool thing I loved about it, which I'm hoping in the second one they include more from the games, but they include one thing they include in Queen with it, which I love anyway, because anything that has Queen in it, I give them an extra point. So if it's a terrible 1-star film, I'll give it like 1.5, if you know what I mean. The fact that a character appears in it and it was like, oh my god, he's in it, he's going to be in it.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, I won't say anything because I don't want to spoil that reveal.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. I've just thought of another film I liked.
Really?
Was Ratchet and Clank.
I never saw it. I really wanted to see it, but I never got to see it.
Yeah, I really wanted to see it at the cinema, but we didn't show it for very long, and I never got around to it. And then it was on Netflix, and I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. It was decent. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
So, talking about movies, we're talking about this from my brother's Super Show. Like, what TV shows based on video games did you enjoy them, Tony?
TV shows? I don't think I watched many. I think I watched Sonic Underground when I was younger.
Oh, dude, you watched the worst one, man. You should have watched Shazam. Like, Underground, back at it was such a shit show.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible, but I think I watched that. This is a weird one because it's not specifically based on a video game, but I watched Ace Lightning.
Okay.
Which obviously went on to spawn my review that's got the most views, actually, and the game I hate the most, Ace Lightning. But yeah, other than that, I can't really think of any video game TV shows I watched, or... Yeah.
Really?
What did you watch? Maybe if you mention some, I'll remember.
I watched Legend of Zelda, Captain N. I watched a Mega Man series. There was one in the early 90s and one based on Battle Network I remember watching as a kid. I remember watching Castlevania, all the 3 different Sonic cartoons I remember. I can't think of any other cartoons, actually.
I don't think I watched many. If there's a TV show you would want, a video game you'd want to be made into a TV show, what would it be?
Metroid, I think.
Metroid?
Actually, sorry, I remembered as well the Street Fighter cartoon as well. That was terrible, but...
Oh, okay.
Yes! It's like, what the hell? It
No,
was
I've never seen.
so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
I think Metroid would make a good film. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I
What you
was
said?
looking on Google. I remember a show now, Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, I never watched that either. I've seen clips of it. It looked creepy as hell.
Really, I can't believe I forgot a show. I just saw a little still of it on a Google search. Earthworm Jim.
Oh, I never watched that either.
If you get a chance to watch it, that show is awesome. It has Dan Castaneda. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Oh, now I don't know.
Basically, he was Homer Simpson. Is Earthworm Jim. Did you ever see Rocko's Modern Life?
No, I know of it though.
The guy, the actor who played as Big Head was the voice of Monkey for a Butt. The voice of Evil the Cat was. Do you remember the flamboyantly gay guy who was the restaurant critic from Frasier? He was Evil the Cat, and it was.
Okay.
No.
No, I never got to see that either.
Do you know, Tony? There was actually a Bubsy cartoon that only had one series of it. It was so bad.
Yeah, I think that rings a bell because I think they really wanted him to be like the next big mascot, but they just failed in every way.
Tony, I'm looking through some of the ones that I remember. Looking through on Wikipedia some of the shows. Do you remember Double Dragon?
What? Was it a TV show?
They made a cartoon out of it.
Oh no, I knew there was a film, but
And they had it where they had these two swords and they became these for honor. I can't remember exactly what they said, and they would become like these weird superhero, kind of like a He-Man transformation kind of thing. It was weird.
sounds weird. Yeah, no, I never saw that. See, I lived a very sheltered life apparently.
There's also a Mortal Kombat cartoon as well called Defenders of the Realm.
Oh,
There
was
was
any good? Yeah.
It was all right, but it was very, very PG because obviously it was made for kids.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit weird.
One, too.
What, sorry?
Also a Pac-Man one, Tony.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Pac-Man's creepy.
And there's a Viva Pinata cartoon as well, which I've heard was supposed to be quite good too.
Okay. I feel like maybe they don't even need to make TV shows of games. Well, I guess they could, of games that don't fit the format. But we even have games that are like TV shows now, like the Telltale games, basically. Yeah. They're in episode format and stuff. But yeah, do you know what? I'd really like as a film. I'd really like God of War.
Yeah,
more than anything.
Really good. That'll be a very good film.
I just love the Greek mythology and the way they did it. So yeah. But, sorry, we've got
the latest one then with the Norse mythology. Do you like that as well? The way they
I like it a lot, but I really feel like you can enjoy that game on its own as it is, but a lot of it I got so much more out of it because I'd played all the other God of Wars.
Okay, yes.
So there's just so many references, there's so many things, and then there's a big moment in that game when you get something, and it's just it blew my mind when it happened because I didn't think they would do it, and I don't want to spoil it because
I know what you mean, but I liked playing the game, but I preferred playing 3 more to it because I enjoyed the gameplay, I just couldn't get into it. But with number 3, one of my favorite bits in the entire game, back to wrestling, is when you're in the gladiator arena fighting against Hercules. That was very much a thing, and the fact that Kratos was in a sense doing a promo on Hercules as well as I remember her name, who was Zeus's wife,
Hera.
That's it. And it was really cool to have it. It was kind of like a wrestling match. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. Yeah, and it was just so cool how big Hercules was compared to Kratos. Yeah. I mean, not the size matters. Kratos took down Titans, so
The other thing I loved about the fact as well that Hercules was voiced by the guy who was in the '90s live action show. I was oh my god!
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. His voice is so deep and cool in that. The voice acting in that game is so great,
isn't it, man? I preferred the new Kratos' voice than the older one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, boy, compared to the more... Because I found he's too shouty. I'm guessing it's...
I mean, that's
Kratos, which is why, I guess, but yeah.
That's kind of what his character was for the first 5-6 games. He was just very angry at the gods, so... And, yeah, so... I think it was appropriate to change his voice, yeah. We've gone well off track again.
That's alright, bud.
Yeah, so... There you go.
I think as well the cool thing about the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and it's the fact as well, like I mentioned to you earlier, because of how iconic he was. The guy had to shave off something that was so iconic to him as a actor and stuff in the world of wrestling. I thought that was really interesting for him to do because a lot of people would have turned down that because it's something that is so synonymous with him. If you know what I mean, Tony?
Yeah, I get what you mean. But yeah, would you do that? Like, I guess if it's something you really want to do and you're passionate about, then yeah, you would, I guess. But yeah, it shows that you cared about it.
Definitely, man. I mean, it's something that I would happily do. If I
Yeah.
got a job and I had to do something, I'd be like, as long as it's something that isn't illegal, I'd happily do it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, his beard did grow back, and he was able to look at that again. And the cool thing about the show as well is there's a behind the scenes thing of him being interviewed for it, and he loved doing the show. And the fact that he was so, what I'm trying to think of, like he felt that kind of responsibility, and he loved the fact that he was Mario.
Yeah.
The show, he felt he was Mario. He got to voice Mario for the cartoon, and he was like, I'm basically playing one of the most iconic characters, and he was even saying, I'm playing someone who's as synonymously as Mickey is, and to him, responsibility and stuff. I just think that's really cool to have him understand that and do good. I mean, even that little clip, you could see just how much he loved doing the show and how much creativity he had and chemistry he had with Danny Wells as well. It was great.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah. No, yeah, and like you said, Mario is probably one of the most recognizable characters ever. So
I think I honestly believe that Mario is probably there with the most iconic, I would say, people / things ever. I think he's high up there as Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, oh no, definitely, yeah.
Bugs Bunny is nowhere near as popular as he used to be. But at his peak, Bugs Bunny would have been up there as well. I think if you show anyone Mario, 9 times out of 10, maybe 99 times out of 100 people know who he is.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think if you were to show kids nowadays like Mario, Mickey, and Bugs Bunny, some of them probably wouldn't know Bugs Bunny, but I think all of them would know Mario and Mickey.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about the Looney Tunes, though. They're not as big as they used to be. But I think with hopefully Space Jam 2 and their new show that they're doing, that they might hopefully bring them back.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
fingers crossed. I used to love Looney Tunes.
But also as well, Mario's silhouette, same with Mickey Mouse, is just so iconic that people would know even from a silhouette who they are. Too.
Yeah, well, that's the key to a great character design, really, is if you can tell who they are from the silhouette, then yeah. Rest in peace, Kirby. And Voltorb and all the round boys.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
Although you probably still would be able to tell which one's Kirby and which one's like, I don't know, maybe not.
I'm guessing if you see it from the top, you might not be able to recognise. No. Maybe side if you can see the arms, like, oh, that's Kirby.
Yeah.
That's another cartoon I forgot to mention. They made a cartoon based on Kirby as well.
Oh, really? Cool. I've never got into Kirby much.
Didn't you? The games are pretty good. They're easy, but they're just good fun, you know.
Yeah, I've tried some of the old ones. I think me and you played Spring Breeze, right?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, and I've played like not Epic Yarn. It is Epic Yarn, yeah.
The Wii one, yeah, that'll be Epic.
Yeah. I played through that. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah,
awesome, man.
Getting off track again.
Cool. I do love the fact, going back to wrestling, that one of the moves you can get is called suplex, and you literally would like suplex and do these wrestling moves on the enemies. You can get a power up, and it's like,
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
I feel it's a cool thing about wrestling because they love it so much in Japan. They put little things into these different games and stuff like No More Heroes. He was a wrestling fan, like a lot of his, and it's like I just think that's hilarious. Like even in Smash Brothers. And then in Pokemon, Pikachu wears a Lucha Libre costume, and it's like, it's fucking awesome, you know?
Yeah, it definitely bleeds over into everything.
Yeah, definitely, man. It is just funny just to see, even with this show, wrestling incorporating into the world of Mario and stuff, and all these different people there. It's just fantastic, my man.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.